any type of units can come to the zone and set up their unit because it's a multi-product special economic zone. The units are already running, and the utilities in terms of the power, the water, the land, and incentives, which are the fiscal incentives, apart from the port facilities, is always available. These are the various benefits and the facilities which we have at the port and the industrial zones. Just to give a glimpse of the parcel size which we need to develop at Mundra Port and Special Economic Zone. This area is spread across 15,000 hectares of land with an all-weather port with one of the deepest draft available in India, with various kind of berths available to handle the bulk, break bulk, liquid and containerized vessels. This is the present multi-purpose terminal that we have got at Mundra Port. There is a dedicated coal terminal. We got a power plant here, a Adani power plant and Tata's mega power plant. Social infrastructure facilities are available here. We got an airstrip here, and these are the industrial zones. We have always emphasized on creating capacities and developing infrastructure. Port capacity have already narrated in my earlier slides, and how we are going to transform these things into our operational excellence, I am covering in the next part. The slides basically refers to all kind of cargoes that we handle, the basket of cargo, including agri-commodities, the fertilizer, the coal, the containerized cargo. You name it is there. The entire portfolio of the cargo that we are handling and the way the cargo is being handled at the port, showing the operational efficiency better than the competing ports. This is truly reflected in the numbers which have been shown as far as the capacity and cargo handling is concerned, the berth occupancy time with a reduced berth occupancy time and a lesser turnaround time. This directly or indirectly translates into various cost parameters while the cargoes are being handled at the port. The cargo handling facilities which we have developed are aimed for making the association of the group as well as the customers a grand success. And for the same reason, I'm just running out of time, so I will have to hurry. I will just skip through some of the slides. We have got the state-of-the-art fertilizer cargo complex and the steel handling yard, the warehousing facilities. In terms of the closed warehousing facilities, we have got a space of around 2.3 lakh square meters and an open space of 31 lakh square meters. We got dedicated commodity managers and operations manager. Few of my colleagues are sitting here. Mr. Abhijit Jadeja, who handles the agro-commodity, he's handling the agro-commodity. And our operations head, Mr. Munish Kanwar. If you can please raise your hands, Munish and Abhijit. Thank you. The various dry cargo handling facilities we have handled for various customers. Hazira Port, which is around 270 kilometers above Mumbai. We are developing this port as the next Mundra. This port, in the first phase of development, we have got 5 berths as of now, 3 multi-purpose and 2 container berths. And the similar kind of facilities, what we have developed at Mundra, we intend to translate at Hazira as well. We've got all kind of infrastructure which is available in terms of the berths, in terms of the warehouses. This is the current status of the container terminal, which is up and running. We got 5 lines which are arriving at the port, which covers Middle East, East Africa, West Africa, US and Europe. This is a godown which is there, which will facilitate the handling of the clean cargo at the port, which is very important requirement while the agro commodities have to be handled. We are basically equipped to handle any kind of cargo in the most efficient, especially the agro commodities. We are controlling impurities and providing hygienic conditions of the cargo and handling of cargo are of immense importance. We are proud to say that the operational excellence has been widely appreciated by our clients, and customers have supported us to create a benchmark in the best in the world. We take care of the cargo. These are the various cargo handling facilities at the Adani ports. And this is the project cargo which was handled at the port. We got the location advantage from various locations, which is the immediate hinterland of the agro commodities like Jalgaon, Indore, Nasik, which have got a comparative advantage from Hazira port. Mundra port equally enjoys that distance advantage by the rail connectivity for about 322 kilometers from the Delhi, as 392 kilometers from the industrial zone of Bathinda. We'll also be benefited from the dedicated freight corridor as well. We not only believe in making the mega facilities in terms of the port, we have also provided all kind of logistics facilities at the port. We have got a private rail network of 210 kilometers in Mundra, and we have got a dedicated 64 kilometers line, the private rail line. We are in the process of becoming India's low-cost export hub, as we are strategically located in the proximity of international maritime trade routes and India's major production and consumption centers. Adani ports become a preferred choice. These are the accolades from the member of the C40 World Port. Success of our nation, our story of our growth, from our Honorable Chairman, Shri Gautam Bhai Adani. The backstory to our success is the growth of India's middle class. The demand for goods and services places an ever-growing demand on the nation's infrastructure in terms of the ports, power, water, and transportation. We are building infrastructure to handle nation's future needs. We are thinking big and doing better every time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gautam. May I please request the Delhi convener of IPGA to please honor Mr. Gautam with a memento on behalf of the organizers. Perfect. If you have any questions for Mr. Gautam, you've seen the email ID on screen. You can email him right there, or you can speak to him while he's right here. Thank you, Mr. Gautam. Ladies and moving on very quickly, we have a very interesting presentation. This is being done by the CEO of International Food Trader, which is an online digital magazine. The CEO of this online digital magazine has coordinated and developed many large projects, design projects all across the world. She comes here with a background in architecture and design, having studied at Idaho and of course at Rome. She has spent the last 3 years in Argentina developing content for a variety of users, and especially for the food and grain industry. Ladies and gentlemen, from International Food Trader, please welcome its CEO, Nicola Calzacota. Nicole Calzacota.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to speak today. The Conclave has been phenomenal. I've had the opportunity to meet many people, and it's my first time at the event, first time in India, so thank you to everyone. I'll try to quickly move through this. Today I'm going to talk about the developments in international food trading and the changes that have occurred over the course of time. I'll be concluding with a focus on business trends, expanding on what I refer to as the global asset-based trading and information collection. For those of you that aren't familiar with International Food Trader magazine, we offer online original articles, market updates. We have a digital magazine and interactive charts. Personally, I'm based in Buenos Aires for the last 2 years. So the underlying theme of the presentation is technology revolutions. To look forward to the future of pulses, it helps to look back at its past, to give clarity in how far the pulse industry has come, and to find inspiration for how far it will go. To establish a prosperous legacy for future generations. Okay. So our story begins 9,500 years ago in the ancient town of Çatalhöyük, where farmers began to exchange their extra harvest of dry peas with nearby tradesmen, essentially starting the the trade of specialty crops. The Neolithic farmers then couldn't have dreamed that their humble start would later become a worldwide pulse trading industry valued at $15 to $20 billion each year. Now let's fast forward through history. We see large wooden ships and caravans used to transport excess production from one developed region to another developed region across the world. As far as information sharing, word-of-mouth communication played a key role in obtaining information about harvest, supply, and pricing. Imagine the market then. Word-of-mouth communication did not travel at the speed of light through fiber optic cables, but rather at the speed of ships and messengers. It was a very lengthy process, many losses both in production and potential profits. First revolution. Trading practices went like this for the next 7,500 years, but along came Alexander Graham Bell, who designed the telephone. His invention would forever change how international buyers and sellers communicate with each other. So despite technological advances, the telephone did not necessarily make trading any less risky or communication any less challenging. Ships still got lost, crops were still lost to unexpected weather, and cargoes were still hijacked. Some sellers still fail to deliver when prices go up, and some buyers still fail to accept delivery when prices go down. In the early 1970s, the seed was planted for the second major revolution in food trading, the internet. Visionaries like Vincent Cerf and his colleagues at Stanford in the early 70s set up internet protocols so government and a few universities could easily pass large volumes of data quickly and easily amongst themselves. But now let's take a look back in time. 1995, world's online population by region. We have Canada at 690,000, US 13 million, 60,000, France at 520,000. So as commonplace as the internet has become, it's getting harder and harder for the world to remember what it was like before it was wired.